Well, Boris has said we can all go out, sort of. Go out, stay in, go to work, don't go to work. If you can work, don't work. If you don't work, work. You know what I mean. Actually, I think Matt Lucas put it better.
So we are saying, don't go to work, go to work. Don't take public transport, go to work, don't go to work. Stay indoors. If you can work from home, go to work. Don't go to work. Go outside, don't go outside. And then we will or won't, something or other.
So it's been that long since I moved the van that I need to blow the tyre up. Yay! Right, I've got the tyre inflated, so let's head out into the wilds and see whether the social distancing's gone out the window on this glorious sunny day. So join me and let's see what we can find. Let's hit the road. Right guys, so I have come back to Stanish Tunnel to start my little trek and adventure to find out whether social distancing's really gone up the wall. I'm sure you've all seen the news footage out yesterday of Brighton beach, absolutely rammed, full of idiots, and St James's Park in London, and trails around the Pennines and everywhere. So it got me thinking, have people really gone mad and started intermixing again? I mean, they did an interview with one guy and he stood there going, yeah, social distancing, it's alright to come to the beach as long as you keep your distance, you know, respect the 2 metres apart, and he was stood about 3 foot away from somebody. Absolute idiot. So let's go and see whether it's busy. I reckon it's going to be quite busy down this path. So we're going to go down the canal down there. I'm going to pass through about 2 or 3 villages. I'm going to go on the bike and we'll see what we can see. Now at one point I'm going to pass through a place called Uppermill, which has got a nice little touristy village, busy park. I reckon the park's going to be busy. Let's go and find out. Let's go. Right, so we're at the starting point, Stanish Tunnel. First thing you see, it's quite busy on the path already, isn't it? Yeah. Little duckies. Awesome. Right, let's hit the road and see what we can find. Join me. Nice little barge there. Now that would be the perfect way to self-isolate, wouldn't it? Chilling on a barge. So the first thing I notice, across there you've got Grandpa Green's ice cream parlour. Usually hustly bustly around this time of year, especially with the weather like this. Everybody wants an ice cream, and you can see it's all fenced off and all the benches have gone. That's the first thing I notice. All the benches have gone, and see people behind me having picnics. Chap over there fishing with his dog. Yeah, so still isolating, still a lot of social distancing going on. Don't think the ducks are respecting it, are they? They're more than 2 metres apart together. Anyway, let's crack on and see what we can see. We can see across there we've got groups of old girls out for a stroll and a group of young girls out for a stroll, all nicely distanced. Group of ducks over there out for a stroll, group of ducks over there out for a stroll. Everybody's respecting the distancing. Whoop whoop. So, if you guys remember, a couple of months back I did a vlog. I went on an abandoned mill. And this is what's left of it now. Look at that. It's all been demolished. Everything apart from the office building. That's all that's left. Okay guys, so a bit further down the canal, bit of local history for you. There we have the Wool Road Transshipment Warehouse. So that used to be a mill, and then all the barges used to come here with the loads and coal and wool and whatever else they were hauling from way over in Huddersfield along the canal. They used to offload it here at the mill. If you actually look under here, you can see little murals. See them there? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Just little bits of artwork. Awesome. See little things that you find when you're out travelling. So now we just have barges here. Nice little houses. Oh, that's a nice little cottage style, that one, isn't it? Across there, the old mill, the old Wool Road mill's been turned into houses, as a lot of the old textile mills have been around these parts. It's been turned into houses, and if you look over there, you'll see they're all in the garden, chatting to one another. Kind of respecting the 2 metre distance, but who knows? See, look at that. In memory of Jim Wood, Canalman, and best friend Judy. That's where you get your tickets for the fishing. There you go, Huddersfield Canal, Transshipment Warehouse. A few pictures there of what it was like back in its heyday. Before it became a retreat for rich people. Rich people. Yeah. Anyway, bit of interest in there for you. Let's carry on with the journey. So if you actually look there, that's actually like an old trading barge, that. That's what they used to look like. Barges that used to frequent this before the house barges did. Yeah. A couple of old hauling barges. They would be filled with coal and wool, industry. There you go. Anyway, let's continue. So one thing I will say, if you look over there, you see a sign? It says Boaters Facilities. Now, if you're a van lifer and you're out travelling and you need somewhere to go to the toilet, what have you, it's actually good to get hold of one of them keys. You can actually buy the keys to use the facilities, which are also good for campers as well. So, bit of a tip there for you. So across there, this here is a cafe, usually really busy. It's a Brownhill Countryside Centre. Sits underneath the viaducts. There you go, big stone viaducts carrying the trains across the road. I've got to say, I actually thought it'd be a lot busier than it is here now. But it's a good stopping point when it's open. Nice little cafe. Little horses there. Okay, so take back what I said about it being quiet. Oops, got a couple of swans there. And it's got a lot busier since the horses passed. I actually stayed back just to let the horses pass. It's actually got quite a bit busier. So, bit of history for you on the viaducts. There's the viaducts. Passing over a nice little river. So what can I tell you about the viaducts? Well, let me see. I'm cheating, I'm using Google. So there is 22 arches, and they were completed in 1849, designed by ASG, and they pass over the canal, the river and the main road, and they're actually a Grade 2 listed building. There you go, a little bit of history for you, carrying the railway over since 1849. So as you can see, it's a little bit busier down this stretch of the canal. There with blue air. Yeah, a lot more people knocking about as they make their way into Uppermill, which is where we're heading. So across there you see the park. to be fair, people are actually respecting the social distancing. Not bad. I'm going to scoot round the path round there and have a wander around to it. Ready? Look nice and chilled there. So we're now in Uppermill. So this is Uppermill, the main village. We're heading to the high street now, just going down a back street. Oh yeah. As you can see, it's a bit busier. There we go. Man across there showing off, juggling, drops his banana. See, even the jesters have come out. People are just chilling, enjoying the sunshine, respecting each other's distance. Now that used to be the town hall. I'll show you around the front of it in a minute. And check out this stone. Ravenstone. It's like a local kind of thing. I know the local school used to split people into houses like Ravenstone, Lordsmere, Squiremere and all that stuff. Kind of like Harry Potter really, but a bit lamer. Even though it's summer, you can still see the difference. Normally this park would be full of kids, but all the parks have been shut off. See all the ribbons around? So basically everything's closed. You're not allowed to touch anything, which is fair play. Got an ice cream van. And plenty of people messing about. Quite busy. Not as busy as it would be normally. Just come along the canal over there. Like I say, pretty busy, but people are kind of isolating still, which is good. Gotta respect it, haven't you? So let's have a wander through the village and see what else we can see. Yeah, there's the town hall. Well, it's actually the library now, but it used to be the town hall a long time ago. There used to be a big tree there. They've cut it down and carved it into an eagle or a stork or something. And there's a statue commemorating all the people who lost their lives in the war with a flag. See the steps there where the chap sat? That's the steps what led up to the town hall. Nice little village really. Look at all the ducks there, little duckies, getting bigger. Lady there feeding them bread. Obviously doesn't know they're not supposed to have it, but some ducks, some geese, little baby ducklings. Beautiful. So across here you see we've got the Saddleworth Museum and Gallery. Clock's wrong. Can't expect that, can you? It's quite an interesting little museum actually. Not been in it for a few years, but there is quite a lot in here. Obviously it's shut at the moment, as you'd expect. But they have got working textile mills. Textile machinery. We've got some working machinery in here from textile mills. You can see a little loom there. And they've actually got a working little miniature loom. Just keep an eye on my bike, make sure nobody pinches it. And then across there, see a rush cart with a man on top. And an old red phone box. You can't have a village without a red phone box, can you? It's like pinnacle, epitome. Is that the word? Epitome? You just expect it. The old red phone box. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Nice little vintage Morris Minor. Very nice. Lovely. AA badge on the front and everything. Beautiful little car. Unfortunately, he's got nowhere to park because it's that busy. So there you go guys, Uppermill, the heart of Saddleworth. And actually if you just look behind me there, you'll see a stately home. Actually really nice. And that probably once belonged to the mill owner who owned the Alexander Mill. But like I say, you've got the museum, you've got the park, quite a lot going on here. Canal trips, there's usually barges on here doing canal trips, but obviously it's shut at the moment. But yeah, Uppermill, the heart of Saddleworth. Fun fact for you, Uppermill and Saddleworth is the only part of Yorkshire that's west of the Pennines. There you go. So it technically sits within Lancashire, but bit of a sore debate is that, because the people in Saddleworth are governed by Lancashire councils as opposed to Yorkshire councils, and they don't want to be. So yeah, bit of a touchy subject, which is why you'll see white roses everywhere as opposed to red roses for Lancashire. But it should be, yeah, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. So yeah, Saddleworth. So let's move on to the next village. Okay, so this is the local playing fields where they do all the sports events. Churchill Playing Fields as it's called. Who that's named after? Possibly because Winston Churchill actually started out his political career in Oldham. Believe it or not. He actually addressed his first political speech on the steps of Oldham Town Hall. There you go. Which is now a nice theatre. Movie house. Idiots over there with dogs off the lead. Which you don't mind when it's a Chihuahua, but it's a fucking Alsatian. No. Anyway, let's carry on. In fact, I might stop under one of them trees over there and have a sandwich. Sandwich and a beer. Yeah, kids doing stunts on the skate park. Check it out. Yeah. You got a football pitch, rugby pitch, and a decathlon track. All nice and chilled. Right. Time for a sandwich and a beer, I think. Because I found a bottle of Amstel in the van. And I think I've earned it. So, always carry a little penknife with you. A little Swiss Army knife. One thing it always has useful is a bottle opener. Awesome. Present from the kids a few years ago. Oh, beautiful. Bottle of beer. Pickled onion. And a nice cheese and onion sandwich. What more do you need? Right guys, I've had my snack. Check these out. A whistling pin rocket. So I've had my snack and I'm going to head on and see what else we can find. But as you can see, it's pretty empty down here, to be fair. Not as busy as I thought it'd be. Which is pretty good. I enjoyed it. Nice quiet rest. And a nice bottle of Amstel. Awesome. As you can see, we've got the local Tesco over there. And yeah, everybody's still social distancing, keeping the distance in the queue. Awesome. Not as busy as I thought it'd be either. Local pub there, which you can see is closed. All the tables standing on top of each other to stop people sitting using them. Yeah. And there's actually a nice little marina around here, so join me, we're going to have a look at the marina. As you can see, the marina sits right next to the Tesco's, and yeah, there's actually quite a few boats in there, to be fair. It's quite cool actually, because the bridge these people are passing over here, that raises up to let the boats in and out, which is pretty funky. I like it. It's a nice little marina, quiet, and you've got a nice pub next to it. So if you're a bargee person, ideal spot. A supermarket and a pub, what more do you need? But yeah, one thing I have noticed, the canals do seem busier. Yeah. Guy there just clearing up all the dredge. Yeah. It's quite cool. Nice little marina. So there you go guys, we're back at the mighty viaducts. Impressive, aren't they? Curving viaducts as well, I've mentioned that before. There's a lock gate there from 1999. Something I wanted to show you, which I didn't show you before actually. Underneath the viaducts, you'll see a nice little park there. Let me show you, there's remnants of an old mill there. Let's have a quick look. Oh, so, this is what's left of Uppermill Mill. Now, Uppermill Mill had a massive water. You can see the curve in the arc there. That's where the water wheels are. This was built in 1779. Check it out. So this is what it was like originally, and this is what's left of it. And it's pretty cool. Uppermill means junction of streams, so it's where Diggle Brook met the River Tame, and you can have a wander around it. It's quite interesting. So built in the 1770s, demolished sometime around 1916 I think, was when it was last used. So it started out as a wool mill, beating wool, and then became a sawmill, and then manufactured grease. Bit weird. Yeah, you can see what's left of where the water wheel would have sat. Which is pretty cool. So you know, I am a big fan of Bold and Bankrupt, as anybody who watches my channel knows. And I love watching his programmes on Russia and India. I learn so much watching them. Now he's a big fan of the former Soviet Union. He loves it, he laps it up. And he loves Soviet architecture. Me, I'm a big fan of the Industrial Revolution, and industrial architecture and pre-industrial architecture, like this. So you got here, carved in the wall, it says 16 feet, which they think might have been either the height of the water coming in, or the height of the wheel, or the width of the wheel, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, it's great, isn't it? So yeah, I love industrial architecture. The way we used to manufacture stuff, it's unbelievable. So you got little culverts underneath, so there probably would have been a channel there or something or other. Get a bit higher up. Oops, right, falling on my arse. Yeah. There you go. Uppermill Mill. Another little bit of history for you there. So that would have sat along here. So they actually got some funding to make the picnic area, which you see there, so you can, bit of history, have a picnic at the same time. But I think what they should have done is cleaned it all up a little bit. Maybe try and reconstruct a little bit of it. That'd be quite nice, that, I think. Who knows, maybe in the future. Maybe sometime in the future there'll be a time when we start rebuilding industrial architecture, our heritage. Because I won't mind betting all the stones that belong to it probably still here somewhere. I know a lot of the old buildings, when they got knocked down, the stones got taken away and used on other buildings, but you can see here there's still some big slabs here. This would have been awesome. Who wouldn't want to time travel, eh? Anyway, just a little bit more that I thought I'd show you. So, I'm going to head into the unknown, I don't know. But anyway, it has actually been a lot quieter than I expected. Which is good, not complaining. While I'm here, before I forget, I'll give you another little bit of history. Under the railway arches. There used to be a railway line that came under the arches, like a branch line. And that branch line used to run to a place called Delft. So you go along the road, you can see the old railway track. Not the tracks, but you can see the path where the tracks were. Now, legend has it that one night the Queen's train, Queen Victoria, her personal train, because that's how they used to travel back in them days, actually pulled up under here one night and stayed the night here. So the Queen actually slept under these arches, under the viaducts. There you go. Something else you don't read about in the history books. If you see behind me all these mighty stonework here, this would have been to support weight. Now my guess is that the railway line used to run along the top there, and then branch round over into Dell, so it's probably along here where she slept. You look at the big stone plinths to support the weight of all the carriages. You think there must have been hundreds of tons flying past. We did have some magnificent constructions, didn't we? Victorians. Love them and hate them. So as we come off from there, we come into a garden centre, which to be honest actually looks quite busy. I'm actually surprised they're open. It's not really essential, is it? Anyway, but who knows? Is it just essential businesses opening now, or as Boris said, if you can go back to work, go back to work. If you can't, don't. La, 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 la. I like Boris, but he's good for entertainment factor, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on with the journey. Back to more industrial mill buildings. Check this one out. This is really old. Now, this used to be a canal side mill. I'm not actually sure what they used to do, but I know somebody's bought it recently and they're redoing it all up. You can see local archways down there and everything. It's been beautiful when it's done. Check out just over there. You've got a nice little archway there and a nice little archway there. So that's where the river would have sort of like curved round. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So this ramp, not sure what the ramp was for originally. Like I say, it did used to be a working mill. Long time ago. Love it, absolutely love it. Got all the old stone there. So this would have been like a loading dock maybe. Look at that. Shame there's no date stone on it. You can see there, there's been a hoist coming out for hauling bales up into the bale shed. So even that looks old, doesn't it? And obviously the brick part's not as old as the main part. You got all the stone there, got a bit of an iron works there. Can't go too far in because I want to leave my bike. That must have been like a floodgate maybe. All the roofs collapsed. Look at them bulges on the roof. Somebody had like fiberglass bulges to let the light in. Awesome. Nice. You see it's all sagging as well. I'm not actually sure what they're doing with it. Whether they're going to retain the architecture or do like they do with everything else, or do like they do with everything else and probably demolish it and build something modern and shit. There you go. Got plenty of stone here, don't they? So hopefully they're going to rebuild in traditional. Wow. So you got all the iron for holding the building together. Check this out. See, I'm even taking my sunglasses off this so I can have a proper look. Very beautiful as well. So you've got the river that runs down there. So this will be Diggle Brook, then it meets the River Tame somewhere under there. Look at this little arch bridge that would have been there. So before the road was over there, this would have been a pathway going over the bridge to a dirt path. Is it safe to stand on? Probably not. Oh look, you've got stone steps going up. Some nice stone steps here. Nice little features. Honestly, this place has got so much character. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. There you go. See, don't say I never show you anything interesting. Look at that. Just a shame there's no date stone on. Probably is a date stone, it's probably under all the ivy. Wouldn't mind getting betting anyway. It's usually around the middle there, aren't they? So you've got like a mullion going across there, which is obviously Robin blocked too. So there's probably a date stone under that mullion somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to head up this road, which is aptly called Knickerbrow. Let's go see what's at the top of Knickerbrow. I kid you not, this hill is steep. So steep, they even put benches halfway up. Whew. And I'm not the only one. Let's put it this way, I'm not riding up here, that's for sure. There's a couple behind me, they're struggling as well. Wow. There we go, we're at the top. And what do you get? Nice stone cottages. Beautiful. Nice stone cottages at the top. Traditional. See, look at the lamppost there. How nice is that? It's got a little rose motif on it as well. Thought there would have been gaslit in one day. Oh. Do I sound out of breath? That's because I am. I'll be honest, I'm not as fit as I should be. Check out that little place. Beautiful. And these. Check out the views. $1 million views. So, this is Dobcross. Now, if you saw one of my Christmas videos, I came here when it was all lit up at Christmas. But it's actually a really picturesque, beautiful little village. I'll give you a little tour of it. So basically we're doing a little whistle-stop tour of Saddleworth. Because there's nothing else to do really. I don't really want to venture too far away. I'm still trying to respect the old social distancing. Check out the cottages though. See, you've got a lamplight on there. Awesome. This is the heart of Dobcross village. And I think Dobcross has been voted as the most picturesque village in Saddleworth. So you got the lamp there in the village lamp in the centre, all lit up. Swan in. Nice little, oops, another red phone box outside it. There's the old co-op, the old bank. Yeah, quite a lot going on here. Yeah, look, nice little cottage square there. So this is where they have the brass bands. So if you're ever around Saddleworth during the brass band contests, this is the place to come. Check out the cottages there. And that used to be a derelict barn, it's just been rebuilt. Absolutely stunning. You need a lot of money to live around here. So keep subscribing, you never know, one day. Probably not. Anyway. And church. Let's go have a look at the church. What's life without a little church? Oh yeah, check it out. Woods Farm Barn. Beautiful. Look at them. Absolutely stunning. Love it round here. Quite happily live round here. Look at that. There you go, there's the church. Oh, one was actually a clock working on the right time. Awesome. So unfortunately we can't go in due to social distancing. All the churches and everything are locked. Incidentally, when you go to a church, do you ever play that macabre game of trying to find the oldest gravestone in the churchyard? Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But I think everybody does it. Anyway, so this is Dobcross. Nice little picturesque village. So we're going to take a ride over the hill, back up that way to the square. We'll take a ride over the hill and then head back to Diggle. So it's a public footpath, and I've got a nice little lamp up there. I'm not sure if the footpath goes that way or that way. Let's have a wander. See, I always think when you come to villages like this, you have to go down the public footpaths because you find little hidden gems in them. Oh. Right. See, look at that. Some lucky sod. It's got a nice little big garden with ducks in and everything. Awesome. So you find all these little gems when you go looking around places like this. Let's see what else we can find. So you've got stone cottages there. So the footpath just brought me round to here. Kind of have to wonder. Beautiful flowers. No, you kind of have to wonder. Is it still a footpath or is it somebody's garden? Ducks in the tree. Wasn't made for bringing a bike through, let's put it that way. Ooh. Very nice though. Nice, lots of wild flowers. Ooh. My pedals keep smacking my legs. It's not good, isn't it? Right. How do we get out of here? Ah. I think that's another footpath there, so it looks like we're still on a footpath. It's like a kiddie's car park. Please tell me there's a footpath way out of here. I hope so. Oh dear. That is the one danger with public footpaths, isn't it? And as I've always said, make sure you close the gates. Nothing people like worse than somebody leaving the gate open. Oh yeah, see, public footpath. Well, that was unusual. There's actually a coffee shop there as well. Okay. Right, so on that way into Dobcross. Right. So that's the old school there, converted to houses, as they do. Yeah, fan club. Cul-de-sac. Yeah. So we come down now, back into the square, and from the other end. Oh, there you go. That was a little tour around Dobcross. Nice little village. Right, I'm going to head over the hill up there and see what we can find. See the nice old stone houses there. Big 4-storey mullion ones. So, before the Industrial Revolution, all these big old stone houses like this, the ones with the mullion windows, they'd have had like looms in them and stuff like that. Independent family run looms. People would have just weaved in the houses. And then of course the Industrial Revolution happened, and then it got weaving on a mass scale. Completely changed the face of Saddleworth. It went from being a cluster of small hamlets to Oldham being one of the hubs of the Industrial Revolution. And it all started in this village, a lot of it, because the Platt brothers were born in Dobcross. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's an old church. Getting ready to be converted to houses. It's a shame, really. Yeah. But that's life, isn't it? Things change. So, just to give you some perspective of where we are, that's the canal that we cycled down. Pretty cool. We cycled all the way down there into Uppermill. So you see the railway line across there? That's the viaducts. So 22 arches, spanning across on a curve. And we went down to over to the left over there. The other side of them trees and back up. Not a bad trek really, is it? There you go. Saddleworth. In all its pristine beauty. Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So up there you've got Saddleworth Church, if you just see across there. And I think there's been a church there since the 12th century. So some really old graveyards there. We're talking like 300-400 year old, older. It's actually got some old stocks out front and everything. Nice little pub next to it, church in. I'll take you there one day. And then up on the top of the hill up there, that's the war memorial for all the dead of Saddleworth. Pots and pans as they call it. So there you go, there's a train coming now. So that's going to swing all the way around, it's going to swing all the way around there and across into the distance. It's pretty cool. If I was a real geek, I'd tell you what kind of train it is. Intercity 125. I ain't got a freaking clue, to be honest, it's just a train. This is a great spot. Every now and again they run a steam train between here and York. It's actually a great spot to come and watch a steam train going along. Well, there you have it, guys. That was a little trip through Saddleworth for you. Saddleworth. All the villages and people. And sheep and cows. A couple of horses. So there's the canal that we came along, and as you can see, it's still fairly busy, people dotted about, but they are respecting the distance thing. People do seem to stand further aside when you're passing them. So yeah, I think people are kind of still cautious. Nobody wants to catch it, do they? Let's be fair. And people want to be out and enjoying things. On the quad bikes, as we can hear. Is it a quad bike? Sounds like a quad bike. Yeah, quad bike and a scooter. Okay, there you go. But yeah, people want to be out, enjoying. Sun's shining, birds are singing. Rabbits are in the fields humping each other. So, hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you've all learned something. A little bit of history there for you. But I just wanted to check whether people were out in force as much as they were. As much as we've been seeing. I think round these parts, I don't think it's as bad as what it has been in other places. So if you look at Brighton Beach, I mean them pictures of Brighton Beach were just stupid. There's going to be no way that somebody on Brighton Beach hasn't caught it. But yeah, so Brighton Beach and St James's Park and all them. But people just want to get out, don't they? So thank you, and I will see you guys next time. I'm going to enjoy my view and relax. Adios, skis. Till next time. Thanks for watching. so that's my little adventure. Now I've just got one more thing to show you. As we drive past and exit the village of Diggle, check out the queue for the chipper. I take back everything I said. There are some freaking idiots out there. There's the queue for the chipper. Can you see that? Queuing around the corner to get in a little fucking chipper. And when they get in the chipper, there's about 4 people stood inside. Anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm back. I've not been anywhere, but there you go. Hey.